Hey guys, John here. It's been a very busy week, and it's only going to continue to be busy for the rest of the week, and I'm even working on Saturday. So, real quick, I'm just going to do a everyday carry video, what I carry on my person, and how I use it in day-to-day aspects. Everyday carry started to become a big consideration of mine about 3 years ago when I started looking into personal protection, firearms, and stuff like that. And even though I can't carry or, well, technically even here possess a firearm because I'm in a different country, those mindset aspects are still carried with me, and I still carry everything I may or may not need to conquer any situation in my day, so I don't have to rely on others who may or may not have those fail-safes in place. So without further ado, let's roll. Obviously every day I carry my phone, usually at least 80% charged, depending on what time I unplug it the night before. That's my comms. That's how I talk to my people at work. That's how I talk to my people at home. That's what I'm talking to you guys on, is a phone. It's just a iPhone 8s, I believe, or 8, one of those, I don't know. But it's not the latest iPhone. It does the job. It's got all the Apple this, that. It works. That helps me keep in contact with my people and anyone else I may or may not meet along the way. Following is my wallet, which is super nerdy, but whatever. It's got all my stuff, my emergency stuff, my local driver's license, my American driver's license, some other stuff, cards, IDs. Yeah, it is RFID blocking in the card pockets. I'm not going to flip it around for you, but in the card pockets where you would put cards that would potentially have RFID chips in them, it blocks. So that's a good thing, and that's something to keep in mind when you put your cards in your wallet and then put your wallet in your pocket. If your bank card of whatever variety is an RFID card, and you stick this in your pocket or on the anywhere, and someone with malicious intent has an RFID reader, they can, without you even knowing, boop, now they have your card information, and they can use your card and get your name, your card numbers and all that, and make purchases, stuff like that. So I keep, even though I don't have any RFID stuff, it's still good to have an RFID resistant wallet. And I like this one because it's got comics on it. Furthermore, I carry a flashlight, not one, but two. I keep all of my keys, a light, and a little knife on my keys. Most of the time, this isn't super accessible when I'm in my work clothes, which is what I'm still in because I haven't changed yet. And then this goes on top, for those of you who don't know. This isn't it. Anyways, not the point. This bundle of keys isn't the fastest accessible. It is on me 99% of the time. If I don't hang it up on the hook for whatever reason, I normally just keep it on me in my pocket. I've got little Victorinox 5-tool little thing. It's got a knife, a file, a pretty nifty pair of scissors. That's come in handy a lot of times. What are those called? Those things, tweezers. And it's gone. And a toothpick. The cool parts. Anyways, that's cool. That's come in handy a couple times when I can't get to my knife. And a little mag light that usually works. It's not super bright, but it's super small, so it fits very well, in my pocket. It's not a giant light. And if I needed it to go somewhere tiny, I can take this off of my key ring and use it to find whatever I'm looking for in whatever I'm looking for. My normal light that I keep indexed with the pocket clip so I can just grab it and be ready. The Surefire Stiletto. This is a pretty cool light. It's got 3 outputs, low, medium, and high, that are accessed with this switch here on the front, so you can cycle through the modes. And then it's also got a momentary tail cap button, which if you hit a bunch of times has a strobe. Pretty cool, pretty bright, and it doesn't take batteries. It has a battery. You charge it with a micro SD, not SD, micro USB cable. That's cool. I like that. That's also come in handy a couple times. Whatever. I like that light. It's good to carry a light, especially one that is very bright, if you're going to be outside at night or anywhere that may or may not be dark. What's next? My pocket knife. This is the Emerson, made by Kershaw. I don't remember the name of it. I'll find it. I'll put it in the description eventually. It's one of those, you stick it in your pocket, and on the way out, it catches this wing and opens. It's a nice big, it's like 3.5 inches. It's not super sharp, and it doesn't need to be. I really only use this to pull stickers off of things and open boxes. But that's another quick access item right there. On the way out, it opens. The way that works, the technology behind it is actually really simple, but ingenious. So you just stick your pointer finger and your thumb in your pocket and pull back on your pocket on the way up, and the pocket material catches that wing, flips it open on the way out. Do I need a quick draw pocket knife for work? No, but I need a pocket knife for work. I always carry a lighter on me. It's good to get the little strings off your stuff. To melt the ends of cables, not cables. Cables are bad. Cord, like rope, whatever. It's good to have a lighter on you. And then I always have a backpack nearby. And in this one specifically, I usually have snacks, food, water, my notebook. I really like this notebook. The Write in the Rain notebook with the Write in the Rain cover. It's got little pockets for pens and papers in the back. You can't see that. Papers in the back. And then obviously your Write in the Rain water resistant notebook. So because where I am at any moment, without any notice, it can just open up and start raining. So I've ruined notebooks before here and in my last place because I'm carrying a notebook walking down the road, and out of nowhere it's like, oh, downpour, and now all your notes aren't necessarily gone, but the notebook's ruined. So I started carrying these. It's also got some heft to it, and Threaten the Marines. And then I keep a little trauma pack in here because you never know when someone's going to do something and get themselves hurt. So I've got here, I'll show you better. The Quick Clot Trauma Pack. Dorky, I've never actually needed it. That one, I've in the past needed to apply first aid, but regardless, it's good to have first aid equipment on or near you. And I'll get to a sidebar on first aid equipment in a minute. Zip ties, just because. Matches, pen, Sharpie, the water-based Sharpie, my dog tags, and just a fistful of yen, local Japanese money. It's always good to keep a couple bucks on you wherever you go somewhere and you're like, wow, I'm thirsty. You got a couple bucks to get some water, juice, whatever, coffee, something. So that's the bag. I like this bag. This is the Haley Strategic Flat Pack. Alright, so that's that. That's what I carry on me every day, to include car keys, room key, phone wallet keys, knife, lighter, bag. Sometimes when I'm going places I don't know whether or not they're going to have med kits and stuff, if feasible, if it makes sense, I will bring this. This is my med kit that can go on my ankle. It's a little dorky, but it fits, it works. It's concealable. I've worn this in uniform with bloused boots, and no one's the wiser. I've had this for a couple years too, and I just slide it on. It goes on there like this. You put your ankle there like that, and you just wrap it around. It stays on your ankle. It does take some getting used to, but I've worn it for over a year straight, every day for a period a couple years ago, and it's comforting to know that you have the means on you to take care of any and every situation that may or may not happen, whether it's a car accident or someone else gets into an accident or machinery or something. If something happens, you have the equipment to take care of it, at least until paramedics show up. And to dive in a little bit to this kit specifically, I've got gloves, very important, a tension pneumothorax needle for chest decompression. Make sure you know how to use these before you carry these. It's good to carry equipment even if you don't know how to use it, but if you're going to potentially use it and save or risk someone else's life, make sure you know how to use the equipment you carry. This is a very dangerous piece of equipment. If used improperly, you can poke someone directly in the heart, ending their life, which would then be your liability. I know how to use it. I've been trained on it. Moving on. This is a chest seal by Hyphenvent for anything from here to the lower end of the gut. If there's a hole, you patch it with this, because we do not pack the guts because the guts move, and it is a twin pack, so there are two of these. Next, quick clot for bleeding and packing. A good pair scissors. Emergency trauma dressing, which is just a pressure bandage. And finally, you can see it without me taking it out because it's a pain to get back in there. That's a nasopharyngeal for assisted airway. So I will occasionally carry a secondary med kit for trauma purposes if I'm going somewhere where I don't know where I am. For example, hikes or on-site visits for work. I don't know what kind of med kit they have. I built the med kit that we have at my place of business, so I know what's in there and I know how to use the contents of that kit to take care of most situations. I don't know what these places have, and I've seen issued kits that get issued to shops. They're not very great. But side tangent, sorry. That's all I got. I'll post a video the next time I post a video, which might be in the next couple of days. So we'll see. I'll see you soon.